Hi everyone, welcome to X's and O's with LeRoy Butler. Let's get right at it. Green Bay at Seattle, 3rd and 3. Another one of their key third down plays, third quarter, 4:57 to go. What we get here is a 4 wide receiver set with a bunch formation over here. This is actually tight end Lance Kendricks, Jamal Williams.
I think they were up 21-17 too.
Yeah.
So you got. And here's the one I was talking about in 5 questions, Tom.
Right.
If you're committed to 17, just be committed to one. Just like if the Steelers, Ben Roethlisberger, if you're committed to Antonio Brown, you'll just live with the results.
Yes. And one thing I like about this play is that it's disguised as a run.
Yes.
And so the first, I'll just do the blocking, then you can do all the fakes.
No problem.
So Seattle's going to play it like a run, and the Packers are all blocking up like the run's going this direction.
Which is great.
So they got a lot of this blocked up now. Why don't you do the action?
And one thing, again, I love when Aaron is underneath the center because it gives you an illusion of run or pass. When you're in the shotgun, it's kind of, you're thinking all pass, and you react from that. But he's the key to this entire play. Aaron's ball handling is actually very good. The reason why it's very good because when I showed you the tape, the first picture, you're going to see the safety coming forward. So in his mind, he must have handed it off. But you got St. Brown come in, does a great fake right here. Now, this, and you're also in your mind, and there's a fake here, that he could have either given it to him or it's another bubble screen. So now you're thinking, okay, these guys are just, it's kind of really a one-man route. And I'll get to that in a minute. But back on this side, if you're Aaron, you're thinking, I'm going to have time to get to what I want because of the ball handling. These guys are play action. They're going to all play the run. So now these guys need to make a secondary move. That gives me time. But again, once this happens, now Jamal Williams, he leaks out into the flat. Now these guys are going to be gone, okay? These guys are going to be gone. Now you can go to the first picture. Now if you see up top, you got Devontae Adams just ran by the corner, okay? You got like a 2-yard separation. On a double move, right. Great play call, this part of the field. Look at the safety. He's coming forward. The ball should be released now, right on the rim of the numbers, and you got yourself a touchdown. But at this point, Aaron isn't looking at Devontae. He's looking at the rush.
Yep, that guy who's coming up the middle on Byron Bell, but he's not there yet.
Nope. You got time to throw it, and you got one of the quickest releases. And we've also seen mechanics. These are the reason why people may look at quarterback coaches, offensive coordinators, the tail guys. Bob Valicente, my coach, used to always tell me, you're getting too high. Your mechanics, get lower, you can move faster. And when you come back to the board, he runs Devontae Adams to me is just a true, just a true platinum receiver. He runs like a stop and just takes off. And we saw this guy's trailing him. So when Aaron gets set up, he feels that secondary push right there, Tom. Let it go.
Right.
And let it go. And like you said, hey, listen, if the guy picks it off at the 2-yard line, it's just like a punt.
Who cares?
But this guy cares no interceptions. This would be considered a 50-50 ball because you got a 50% chance of him catching it with 2 guys.
Yeah, but I'll take,
he has the lead.
Throwing it over Adams' head and having him go and chase it, I'll take that any day of the year, especially if this guy's going to take a step. And then we saw what he really did, and we can sort of show his mechanics on this in the next photo, is he's off his back foot, and this one winds up going to way off to the left, like a back shoulder almost.
It was off target. It's kind of surprising to see one of the most accurate, if not the most accurate guy in NFL history, to just sooner or later not be on point. But let it go, give Devontae Adams a chance. And after all that, one thing I will say, and I hate to use Brett and Aaron in the same sentence because they're totally two different quarterbacks. But Brett was in love with his checkdowns. Dorsey Levens got a great contract because of checkdowns. Edgar Bennett, checkdowns. Mark Chmura, checkdowns. Keith Jackson, checkdowns. If it's not there, you don't like it, anywhere the back finishes, here or here, get it to him. Get it maybe 5, 10 more yards, maybe we may try a field goal.
Yeah. And
or even go for it.
And what he tried to do was step up, and he got sacked.
Yeah. Right.
And then series over. So, yeah, that's a head scratcher, especially when it's Davante Adams.
Right.
You know?
And it's a field position game at that point on the road, and then your punter kicks it in the end zone. You lose a lot of field position.
Yeah.
A lot goes into that. And I think when Aaron Rodgers was making these plays back on the two-time MVP, we never even drew up any of his plays on the board. As of late, we've been drawing up a lot of plays. And trust me, he doesn't like that we do it, but it doesn't matter because I think it makes the other players on the board know that some of the fans may be thinking, hey, it's McCarthy's fault. McCarthy, it's Joe Philbin's fault. But no, it's not really anybody's fault. We're just explaining what should happen in a perfect world because all these sacks should not go on the offensive line.
Okay, well, let's show one more. So we go to the fourth quarter, and this is such a critical play.
Crunch time.
Packers are down at the 12-yard line,
Yeah.
3rd and 5, 9:31 to go. Chance to put this, well, not put it away, but it is really to put them in a great position.
Yeah.
And so what we get is another bunch formation, this time with Jimmy Graham out. Mercedes Lewis is going to be the tight end over here. And now I got Aaron Jones.
Now, Mercedes is in because of Jimmy Graham went out. So he's a big target. Caught a lot of balls in Jacksonville.
Yeah, 3rd and
They haven't
5.
used him
I'd be
yet.
thinking about him.
I mean, he's so big out on a small corner. The idea at this point right here is to keep the chains moving, be aggressive, and remember, you already got a field goal, so just keep the chains moving.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily need a touchdown now, but that's what we're going to talk about.
Once again, I think this is another example of them working to get Davante Adams open.
Yeah.
Now, it's not always going to be perfectly clean, but what they do is get him open. So let's sort of look at what happens over here first. Well, actually, so Mercedes Lewis just comes out and runs these guys off, right? Safety has to honor him.
Absolutely. I mean, because you almost play like a cover 2 here.
Yeah.
But again, I like when he's underneath the center, but he's in shotgun. So I'm thinking defensive mind what Seattle's thinking. He's in the shotgun, and Aaron Jones is in. So it could be, and Aaron Jones has already hit him on a corner route for a touchdown.
Yeah.
So they're thinking, okay, this is probably pass, screen, draw, whatever. Now, the brilliant part of it, if you're Seattle, you're thinking, okay, Mercedes and Davante Adams swap positions. Normally, they would have Davante over here and have the tight end right here. So you're thinking, okay, if they put him here, it's a play designed for 17. So the double should have went a hard double on 17. Anytime he's in the slot, he should always be double. But you got a chance to get him on your dream on a linebacker.
Right, right. And that's exactly what happens. Let's look at the first photo. And there you see Adams. He's got that, but no one really over the top of him. Really just that, you're assuming it's that first linebacker and then behind him the safety. Those are going to be the guys covering
And look
him.
at the depth right there, Tom, of both linebackers. They're really deep. So they're basically saying, we'll even give you the first down. We just won't give you a touchdown.
Right.
So you know they're thinking in their film room that Aaron is aggressive in certain spots. He won't even take the check down.
Right.
He won't even take the risky throw. So we'll be very conservative and just give it to you. And I think that's a teachable moment for Aaron moving forward, what teams are allowed, what they're willing to give him.
So these guys kind of, I can't remember exactly what their routes are, but they run them off. So we're really talking about from this point here. So why don't you...
And the hashes.
Yeah, sort of show what happens with
And
Adams.
that's the thing. You get a chip here, so you're good with that. So you get a chip here. Now, Aaron comes back and goes through his progression. what I thought would be bam, bam, boom, get the ball out. And Devontae runs like a over route right in here. Now, he has the linebacker coming open, but the linebacker, you can read the linebacker's name. His back is turned.
Yeah, actually, I think it's Wagner. Let's take a look.
Look at the film. Look at the picture here. See, look at that. He's one-on-one down the middle. Yeah. The linebacker is facing the goalpost.
Right, and the safety's too deep. He's worried about
St. Brown coming inside.
Right, so St. Brown's route.
There's your throw.
Yeah.
There's your throw.
And you see he's got it. Now, he did say after the game that Adams ran it a little differently than what, they didn't have a lot of time to practice it.
We don't need to know that.
Okay.
We don't even need to know that.
Okay, well, let's just say.
I know by him saying that.
Let's just say that's the case.
Right.
And he surprised him, and he wasn't ready to throw it.
It's Devontae's fault.
Okay.
I get it. Yeah.
So let's go to
a little tongue-in-cheek there.
What happens next?
Now, okay, you missed that one. Okay, I get it. Now you're going to get four-man rush. You may find a little piece of pressure.
They did get a little pressure.
Something sifted through. But you're Aaron Rodgers. Now the mechanics. If you go to the second picture, you look at the mechanic. Okay, he's ready to throw. Yeah. Got a nice base. Yep. He's ready to rock and roll. Quick release. So again, you got Devontae. You come back off it. Not come back to the board. Now once this comes off, late you're gonna see.
I think it was actually 83 who came.
Yep, he comes in.
And 19 ran this off, but
he's in there. He has a window.
Safety had to come and help.
Yeah,
Adams.
He has a little window.
There is a little window there.
So say I missed that one, Tom. Okay, things happen. I'm human. I mean, everything. You're gonna miss something, even me. Now, okay, and the clock goes off in my head. I got all this coming around. Aaron Jones, everybody's up here. He's standing right in front of you. When I show you this on tape, you're not going to believe it. Because here's where you think Aaron is watching the rush instead of watching the chains. Because the chain means Aaron Jones can make anybody miss. You want him one-on-one with anybody. But, okay, you missed that one, and you didn't like that one. Why won't you throw this one? I want to see that one on tape.
And so
look at Aaron Jones to the right.
Okay, so he's given up on those two throws to the left, and now his feet are in a situation where it's a little tough. But I think he's still maybe reacting to that guy coming from the left and thinking he can run forward. But
because it does look like there's a little gap there.
Yeah.
But see, the thing about it, if they're running a game, that's how you want them all bunched up like that.
Yeah.
Stay back there, stand up nice and tall, and stay there and take a throw. You figure you already got a field goal. So a sack isn't all that bad.
Yeah, it's not great.
It's not great. But the results is we're trying to be aggressive, that stand nice and tall, and 1, 2, 3, back to 1, or drop it off to your check down, and get the first down.
So then you go to the next one, and there's Aaron Jones.
Nobody's around Aaron Jones. He may score.
Should he know that in his head that he's there, right there?
See, at this point, he's already committed to run.
Yeah.
And that's the thing about it. I think I can get through it. And I know we're playing Monday morning quarterback instead of quarterback.
Right. We're not in the heat of it. But
yeah, but it's still film study would tell you alignment, assignment, and execution.
Yeah.
These are the plays that McCarthy are just pulling his hair out, saying, when he's reading all this stuff, saying his offense doesn't work, that it does work.
Yeah,
everybody's on the same
You
page.
were right at the top. This was St. Brown who came over. But you can see in that last photo, there's even a little square.
There's a window.
Now there's some pressure coming. But, man, it's just.
So you bailed out the defense, really, because this defense was just saying, based on their alignment, hey, we'll give you that. Matter of fact, we'll let you have it. The best thing about Aaron Jones is get him in space.
Yeah.
You chip a little bit, okay, great. And just stay right there and give him an opportunity. And he scores. I may be a little emotional about it because he's on my fantasy team. He did well that night, but could have been another touchdown.
Yeah.
But again, Aaron has to go back to being committed and trust his teammates and trust the coaching staff Not to say he doesn't trust him, but he may be trying to do too much. Don't even look at the rush. You're good enough to overcome the rush.
Right. Maybe that's what he has to
What you're not good enough is not throwing it when it needs to be thrown. Nobody's above that.
Okay.
So,
all right. Good.
but
hopefully,
one more time, people get a chance to see you, because I don't think people know what you look like.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's just my opinion. I mean,
don't forget to join us at Potawatomi on November 26th. That's a Monday night, 6 p.m., starting at 6 p.m. We have a little meet and greet that starts at 5:15. The show starts at 6. So come on out early, and you'll see us both film the show. And you get a chance to ask questions at some point. Yeah. And I think matter of fact, the first 25 people gets a free cookbook. So if you get there, hang around, we'll be more than happy to give you those. You can get maybe an autograph or two if we have time. But mainly, just come out and have some fun. Exactly. All right. Well, thanks for joining us, and we will see you at the Fire Pit Sports and Lounge on Monday. Take care.